Alec Baldwin, ma c'è un regista che quando la chiamerà lei correrà subito da lui? Accetterà di lavorare subito con lui?
Woody,
Woody Allen.
Woody Allen, yeah, Woody, Scorsese. Both of them have called me a couple times, and I went and dropped everything, because the honor of working with Marty, to be on a set with him and to watch him. Because to watch them is to understand that when you have a small part, you don't want to get in the way. I did The Aviator, and I had a scene with Leo, and he's in another room, and my stuff on my side, I'm sitting down in a chair, I'm talking to him through a door, and it wasn't that complicated, so we wanted to do it efficiently and get out of the way. I wanted to do it as best I could quickly, because I knew he wanted to go in the room with Leo, because that's where all the scene is. Leo's naked and screaming, and he's nuts, the character's nuts. And I knew that Marty wanted to get in there, that's the money, that's the star, that's the lead role. But just to be there with them for those, I think I had two or three, I thought like 3 or 4 scenes. I was there like a week or so. And just to be there with them, oh my God, what a joy, what a real joy. And all the people like that I worked with. Harold Becker I loved working with. I loved working with McTiernan when we did this. He was a very quiet guy and a very shy guy. Woody is the ultimate, because you're working with somebody who's probably one of the 3 or 4 greatest screenwriters that ever lived.
Al Torino Film Festival quest'anno abbiamo un grande omaggio a Marlon Brando. Ho sentito che lei l'aveva incontrato.
I met him once because the TV networks in the United States in the 90s wanted to, even into the late 90s, wanted to do movies on TV of famous literature, famous plays. We did Streetcar for TV, Jessica Lange and I, which was not a good idea because they have him doing the original Streetcar, so it's on film. And I think we were going to do Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, and we wanted to do it with Brando. So I went to go meet him to ask him what he thought of that idea. Then they turned around and said they wouldn't insure him because of his health. So he was set aside. And I was heartbroken because it was my dream to work with him, obviously. And I went to meet him, and he was, we talked and talked and talked, and a lot of it, a big chunk of it was about his island and how he wanted to convert that into an ecotourism center, Tetiaroa, the place he has in the Pacific, in the South Pacific. And we talked about movies and we talked about acting a little bit, but not much. I think at that point in his life, it wasn't very interesting to him. But anytime I'm around people like that, Brando was the ultimate example. When I was around Tony Hopkins, when I was around Sean, Scorsese, De Niro, Pacino, Nicholson, anytime I met these people that were my idols, Beatty, Redford, Newman, and women, Jane Fonda, Kate Blanchett I worship. All these people I worked with, who I was mesmerized by them, it takes a time of adjustment. When you're there with them, you're just staring at them. Like when Bob De Niro talked to me for the first time, I couldn't hear him, I was deaf. And all I could see was the opening of the movie. And all I could see was this and this and this. And I thought, and the rusticana playing in the background. And I remember thinking to myself, it took me like 5 minutes to adjust to the fact that I was actually standing in front of Bob De Niro. When I met Dustin Hoffman, I was like, all these people I love,
And then you became one of them.
No.
No, yes.
I'm not one of them. No. But the thing is that it was always to me, the business is always about who you work with, always about the people.